been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. This is a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Ready for another shot now. Wilson Ramos. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one.
Well, Matt, they've been real aggressive, taking swings early in the count, but you're losing in this game, so you got to make an adjustment. You got to start taking pitches and maybe working the pitcher a little bit more if it's not working, being aggressive.
Hit back up the middle. Simmons is there. On to first, and Bumgarner's rolling right through him here. 2 away now.
The batter, number 5.
Josh Harrison stands in. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
And that's in there for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. And Simmons will make the play here to retire the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Cubs 3 and the Dodgers. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Steve Cishek will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Kike Hernandez will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 14, Kike Hernandez.
Mookie Betts started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Line toward the alley in left center. And this inning starts with a solid base hit.
Well, here he goes again. Here's that guy, a leadoff base hit. He's having a nice postseason. He is really locked in right now.
Trout.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He gets it hard on the ground to the left. A dive, and he knocks it down. But they will not get it out on the play as he beats the throw to first, and there are 2 on to start the inning now.
Number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Ready for another chance? Anthony Rizzo. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. One there. Return throw is in time. And what do you know? They do get the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. Swing and a line drive into left field, a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Well, that's a big hit. It's late in the game. That puts you up 4 runs. What happens late in the game now with a 4-run lead? A grand slam can't beat you if you happen to give one up. That's a big run.
Here's Javier Baez. Now a check swing here and a little looper. Dozier is there for it, and that ends the inning. So 1 run here on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We're on to the 9th here in game 1. It's the stepping in, Kike Hernandez. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Well, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out. Stepping into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. The windup and the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And another foul ball.
Oh, he might have got away with one. 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he just fouled it off.
And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now. Hit back toward the mound. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
You could see that this wasn't that difficult to play as it headed up the middle, but it might have taken a funny hop there, and he couldn't make the play on it. E6 all the way.
Yasiel Puig is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Betts is there, and there are 2 men gone now. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Now to the plate, Ralph Kiner. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
He's been getting ahead in the count all game long. I think the key has been working off his fastball.
A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. 1 strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate.
Well, that was a pretty good swing right there. Tough changeup. Back-to-back changeups. He fouls it off. Now you get the pitch you want, because I can't see him throwing another changeup right here.
Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it will wind up first and second here.
Peterson.
Here's Jock Peterson now. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb. But, hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Well, he's got himself in a little bit of a jam, but I tell you what, he does as good a job as anybody. First and second, 2 outs. Now watch how he pitches on the corners and tries to get himself out of this.
He pulls this one into right, and that gets down as he can't get there in time. And the run is in from second as they're on the board for the first time. 4-1 now.
Well, they get the 2-out RBI, but I go back to that error earlier in the inning that set the whole inning up, and the way it's playing out right now, that may really hurt them.
Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's going to make a move here, so that'll do it tonight for Madison Bumgarner. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Zach Britton gets the call here as he'll try and look for one out to finish this thing off.
Zach Britton.
Standing in now, Justin Turner, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Looking to minimize the damage here. Taking cold strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
This is a big spot right here. 2 runners on, and you knew he was going to wait.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now another 2-2. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, the Cubs were given an excellent outing on the mound here by this man, Madison Bumgarner. Strike opposed. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, it was a little unfortunate that he couldn't quite get that last out he needed in the 9th, but still 8 2/3 innings of solid work. He deserves a lot of credit.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Chicago take the 1-0 lead here in the league championship series. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
1 error. They left 5 men on base. For the Dodgers, 1 run on 6 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Madison Bumgarner. Credit the save to Zach Britton. The loss goes to Clayton Kershaw. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 51 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.